Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. What if Dylan isn't just another short-term mystery character passing through Los Angeles, but the emotional center of a secret that could rewrite several family legacies at once? The question that keeps growing louder is whether Dylan is someone's hidden daughter, quietly placed into the canvas of the bold and the beautiful to explode years of buried truth. The clues are subtle, layered into glances, unfinished conversations, and emotional reactions that feel far too heavy for a simple side story. Dylan's arrival didn't come with the usual soap-style fanfare. No dramatic announcement, no immediate connection spelled out for the audience. Instead, she slid into scenes with an energy that felt cautious, almost guarded, like someone who knows more than she's willing to say. That kind of introduction is rarely accidental. On this show, characters who carry life-altering secrets tend to enter softly before detonating everything around them. What truly raises eyebrows is how Dylan reacts to certain names, places, and people. There's a tension in her expressions when legacy families are mentioned, especially those with a history of hidden children, secret affairs, and rewritten timelines. This isn't curiosity. It feels personal, almost emotional, almost unresolved. The kind of reaction you see from someone who has spent years living with unanswered questions about where she comes from. The Bold and the Beautiful has always treated secret children as ticking time bombs. From long-lost daughters to sons raised under false identities, the show thrives on the fallout of parental secrets. Dylan fits perfectly into that tradition. She carries herself like someone who's grown up without the full truth, someone who's learned to survive without expecting explanations. That emotional armor doesn't come from nowhere. One of the most telling signs is how Dylan seems drawn to certain figures, even when it doesn't make logical sense for her to be. There's an unspoken pull, the kind that goes beyond romance or rivalry. Soap fans know this pattern well. It's the same invisible thread that once connected parents and children long before DNA tests confirmed anything. Chemistry without context is often the first breadcrumb. Then there's the timeline question. Dylan's age, when examined closely against past storylines, lines up uncomfortably well with several periods when major characters were involved in secret relationships, sudden disappearances, or conveniently forgotten flings. The show has a habit of revisiting those moments years later and revealing that what seemed insignificant at the time actually changed everything. Dylan could be the living consequence of one of those forgotten chapters. Another red flag is how protective certain characters become around her, sometimes without even realizing why. They offer help too quickly, showing concern that feels instinctive rather than earned. That kind of emotional reflex often hints at a deeper connection, something buried in memory or conscience. It's as if part of them recognizes Dylan before their minds catch up. Dylan's own reluctance to talk about her past is also suspicious. She shares just enough to seem open, but never enough to feel complete. Key details are vague. Names are avoided. Places are mentioned without specifics. This isn't just privacy. It's self-preservation. If Dylan knows the truth, or even suspects it, staying quiet might be her way of controlling the damage until she's ready. And what about the possibility that Dylan herself doesn't know who her real parents are? That scenario might be even more powerful. Imagine discovering your entire identity was built on a lie, that the people you thought were your family were actually protecting someone else's secret. If Dylan is someone's daughter, the reveal wouldn't just shock the canvas. It would emotionally shatter her sense of self. The question then becomes, who would have the most to lose if Dylan's true parentage came out? On this show, that's usually the answer hiding in plain sight. The characters who deflect, who change the subject, who subtly discourage digging into the past are often the ones guarding the biggest truths. Dylan's presence alone seems to make certain people uneasy, as if her existence threatens to reopen wounds they worked hard to seal. There's also the thematic angle to consider. The Bold and the Beautiful is currently leaning heavily into legacy, inheritance, and the consequences of past choices. Introducing a secret daughter fits perfectly into that narrative direction. Dylan wouldn't just be a surprise reveal, she'd be a moral reckoning. Proof that actions taken years ago still demand accountability. If Dylan is revealed as someone's daughter, the fallout would ripple outward fast. Relationships would be questioned. Loyalties would fracture. Old rivalries would reignite with new intensity. And perhaps most importantly, the character who kept the secret would be forced to confront the cost of silence. On this show, secrets never stay buried forever. They wait, they grow, and they choose the worst possible moment to come out. There's also the possibility that Dylan is connected to more than one family, a bridge between worlds that were never meant to collide. That kind of reveal would elevate her from mystery figure to central player almost overnight. Suddenly, her choices would matter. Her emotions would drive storylines. Her pain would demand to be acknowledged. What makes this theory especially compelling is how natural it feels within the show's history. The bold and the beautiful doesn't introduce characters like Dylan without long-term plans. Every pause, every loaded look, every evasive answer feels intentional. It feels like a setup. And soap setups almost always pay off in ways that are messy, emotional, and unforgettable. If the truth does come out, the reveal likely won't be gentle. It never is. It will probably happen in a moment of confrontation, fueled by anger, heartbreak, or desperation. Words will be thrown like weapons. Denials will crumble. And Dylan will be left standing in the middle of a storm she didn't create but was born into. Until then, the question lingers, growing heavier with every episode. Is Dylan someone's secret daughter, hidden in plain sight, waiting to reclaim a stolen identity? Or is she the key to exposing a past that certain people would do anything to keep buried? On the bold and the beautiful, secrets don't just change lives. They redefine them. And Dylan may be the next revelation that proves no truth stays hidden forever. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.